After a pitching duel in Games 1 and Games 2 of the ALDS against the Minnesota Twins, we are here in Anaheim for the first time in this Angels playoff run for Games 3 and 4 against the Minnesota Twins. I'm hoping that our offense can come in and improve at home here against this dominant Minnesota pitching staff. Great bullpen, great starters. 1-0 the Minnesota Twins won Game 1. We won Game 2, 2-1. It's been a combined 4 runs by both teams through the first 2 games. We have Michael King on the mound here in Game 3. He started 1 game so far, 5 2/3, 2 strikeouts. He also came in a relief appearance for Chase Silseth. Here's Nolan Jones to kick this game off as Zach Neto is getting a start at short today, and he is not going to be able to field the 104-mile-per-hour ground ball by Nolan Jones. Here is Ahmed Rosario. He hits this one to right field. Moniak is not going to be able to make the catch, but he throws on the second to get Nolan Jones, who was a little hesitant trying to make his way to second. As here's Royce Lewis, ground ball to Bohm, throws on a Rengifo and on to Shanuel for an inning-ending double play. Top of the first ending double play. Here's Pablo Lopez, 3.48 ERA, 1.23 whip, almost 200 innings pitched in the regular season. It's Luis Rengifo leading off here for the Angels as he hits this one in the left center field. That's Fraley on the move, and he's going to make the play. It's a diving catch for Jake Fraley, the former Cincinnati Red, making a very good play to kick off this game. Pablo Lopez has to be proud of his defense here as Mike Trout goes down swinging on the slurve. It's a strikeout for Lopez. As here's Alec Bohm, 188 average so far in the postseason, and he's going to go down swinging as well. That's an inning-ending strikeout for Pablo Lopez. As we go top 3 now, it's Jake Fraley to the plate, and he's going to go down looking at the circle change as Michael King picks up a strikeout himself. As here's JT Realmuto, 0-2 count as he goes down swinging on the slurve to finish off the top of the third. As it's a 0-0 score, and it's Nolan Shanuel up with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. He has a 400 average so far in the postseason as he goes down swinging at the sinker. Pablo Lopez, another strikeout, his 3rd of the day. As we go top 4 now, it's Michael King, strikeout on Ahmed Rosario, the former Angel, and he has not had a good series here against Los Angeles. This is the 3rd strikeout for Michael King. As here's Royce Lewis, hits this one in the gap as Trout is moving to his right, trying to cut it off. Trout gets the ball in, throwing to second, and Royce Lewis is out trying to get a double. An excellent play by Mike Trout in the 4th inning to hold Royce Lewis to only a single and end the top of the 4th. As we go bottom 4 now, here's Bohm, hits this one to Fraley out and left, and he can't make the acrobatic catch this time. If he had done that twice in a row, that's 2 SportsCenter top 10 plays right there. As here's Patrick Wisdom, bottom 4, 2 away, and he goes down swinging at the circle change. It's another strikeout for Pablo Lopez. It's another dominant pitching game here between both teams. As here's Byron Buxton, and he goes down swinging on the slurve. It's another strikeout for Michael King. Yep, the pitching has been the strongest suit here. As here's Jake Fraley. Nope, I'm lying. That's Matt Wallner, and he's going to walk. I do that every single time for some reason. It's a 2-out walk. The first walk allowed by Michael King here in the 5th inning. He's done really well to this point as Fraley is going to watch strike 2, and it's a throw out as Matt Wallner tried to steal second. Logan O'Hoppe with an excellent arm. He's done a very good job against this aggressive base-stealing team in the Minnesota Twins as Mickey Moniak goes down swinging at the circle change to kickstart the bottom of the 5th. It's the 5th strikeout for Pablo Lopez. Here's Logan O'Hoppe. He has been very good so far in the postseason as he's going to hit this one to left center. This one's hit pretty well, and it is back to the wall and gone. It's a home run. Logan O'Hoppe breaks the tie here in the bottom of the 5th. It's his 2nd home run of the postseason, 427 feet, 110 off the bat. Nearly hit the rocks out in left center as the Angels are looking to win Game 3 here and go up 2-1 in the series against the Twins. As we watch the replay back, O'Hoppe turned on a very good pitch to hit and hit it very well to left center. And actually, I think it did go off the rocks. An 18.4 degree launch angle, 427 feet projected distance. As we go top 6 now, here's Fraley to the plate as he's going to walk. It's a leadoff walk for the Twins as Michael King is working into the 6th inning here. Here's Carlos Correa now batting 8th for the Twins. He has not been so good this postseason, but he has this one to left center. It's going to get down. Trout cuts it off, but Fraley will advance to 3rd. It's runners on the corner now with only 0 outs. I was going to say with only one away, but here's a walk as the bases are now loaded for the Twins with nobody away here in the 6th inning. It's the 3rd walk for Michael King, and it looks like everything's starting to fall apart for our ace as he will be taken out of the game in this situation with the bases loaded. I think it's the right call here. He had been really good for 5 innings, but here to kick off the top of the 6th, he has not been good. As we'll bring on Caleb Ferguson. He's pitched in 1 game here in the postseason. It was 1 very solid inning of work as he is facing the lefty Nolan Jones, who hits this one deep to right field, and it is gone. Nolan Jones with a grand slam, and it gives the Twins a 4-1 lead here in the 6th inning. 415 feet, and he has been the MVP for Minnesota here in this series. It's a 2nd home run. He's a guy that I would really love to have on this Angels squad here. I think he'd be the perfect 3rd outfielder for us because that's what we've struggled to find pretty much this entire series is that 3rd outfielder. Nolan Jones with a grand slam gives the Twins a 4-1 lead, and the Twins aren't done here. It's a base hit for Amed Rosario. Still nobody out. 5 guys have come to the plate, and they've all reached. As here's Byron Buxton now, and he hits this one deep to left field. It's another home run here in the inning. It's the 2nd home run, and it's the 6th run scored for the Twins as they are putting it on the Angels. Caleb Ferguson has been brought on. Obviously not going to be really charged for the 3 runs that were already on base, but he has 3 earned runs himself, and he has not been any better. He's given up 2 home runs in only a matter of, 4 batters? As Byron Buxton hits that one 396 feet. As we go bottom 7 now, Pablo Lopez still on a mound here, 2 away. As Moniak's going to hit this one pretty well to right center field. This one 103 off the bat, hit well, and it is gone. Moniak cuts into the lead. It's 6-2 now in the bottom of the 7th. If he can get 2 more back in the bottom of the 8th, and then 2 more in the bottom of the 9th, we're talking about a tie game here. I've seen crazier things happen in the postseason. Los Angeles loves Moniak. It's his 1st home run this postseason, and he's not been good so far. A 125 average leading up to that home run. As we go top 8 now, Fernando Guillen called upon, and he's going to hit this one. Royce Lewis is going to hit this one deep to left field, and it is going to go over the wall. It's a home run. The Twins extend their lead, and Fernando Guillen gives up the solo blast to Royce Lewis, 385 feet, 105 off the bat. I think many other stadiums, that's probably a double and not a home run, as the Twins will call on Brock Stewart here. A 50% strikeout rate as we go bottom 9. The Angels trailing by 5, and Alec Bohm will hit this one on the ground, and the play will be made for the 1st out here in the bottom of the 9th. As here's Patrick Wisdom batting cleanup. He's 0 for 2. Another very bad day for Patrick Wisdom. He has not been good at all. Only the 1 hit, I do believe, and it was a home run. As here's Mickey Moniak now, bottom 9, 0-1 count. He has a home run in this game, and he is going to hit this one pretty well to right field, 92 off the bat, but it's not going to have enough. The launch angle too high in the air, and the Twins will win Game 3. And unfortunately, we can't capitalize on the fact that we were at home here against the Twins, and we were hoping that our offense would break out in this game. Well, somebody's offense broke out, and it was the Minnesota Twins as they erupted for 8 hits, 7 runs. It was a huge 6th inning where they scored 6 runs. Michael King allows 3. Logan O'Hoppe had a pretty decent day himself with a home run, 2 hits, and Mickey Moniak with his 1st of the postseason. Caleb Ferguson allows 3. Fernando Guillen allows 3. And then Michael King allows 3 as well. Eric Mott took the ball in the top of the 9th, allowed nothing. As we go Game 4 now, it's a night game here in Anaheim. The Twins and the Angels. The Twins with an opportunity to win this game and advance to the ALCS to take on what I believe is the Cleveland Guardians. If not, I've just spoiled that. But anyway, it's going to be Chris Paddock on the mound, Jordan Montgomery on the mound for us. You know, we're hitting the part of the pitching rotation for the Twins that I think is hittable. Those top 3 guys are going to be extremely hard to hit. Zach Gallen, Pablo Lopez, and who is their ace? I can't remember at the moment. The bottom 4 and 5 guys of that pitching rotation, Chris Paddock, and there's somebody, Joe Ryan as well, the 5. These are the guys that we can start to get into here. So I'm hoping we can take advantage of the bottom of this rotation. But Nolan Jones will continue his tear here in this series. It's a leadoff double here on the top of the 1st. Minnesota with that 2-1 lead here in the series with a win can advance to the ALCS and 1 step closer to the World Series. And here's Jordan Montgomery, Amed Rosario, 167 average, will bloop this one into shallow center field. Trout on the move, and he's there for the first out. Trying to hold Nolan Jones at first here. Here's Royce Lewis, 250 average here in the postseason. As he's going to hit this one to right field, Moniak will field it, come up firing to home, and Nolan Jones will score, and the Twins will have a 1-0 lead. You talk about a hot start. That's what they talk about right there. The Twins with a 1-0 lead as Carlos Correa with 2 outs will fly this one to Trout in center. And the Twins with a very good start to the game. 1-0 they lead after the top of the first. Here's Chris Paddack now. 4.1 ERA, 1.17 whip. Pretty solid season. The ERA, a little high, but the whip was extremely low. As we're going to have Nolan Shanuel leading this one off. Typically, he's hitting around 7 or 8. We'll give him the leadoff duties today. He has been one of the better players in our lineup. Mike Trout, on the other hand, has not. 150 average, hoping he can turn around his postseason here. If we're to win this game and to win this series, Mike Trout is going to have to be a big reason why. And so isn't Alec Bohm. 200 average is just not good. As Trout will take off to second to throw down, and he is in there safely. It's a stolen base for Trout. I think it's important that we are able to get those stolen bases with Alec Bohm to the plate because he's a much better hitter when guys are in scoring position, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, as that one will be off the glove of Nolan Jones. But Mike Trout hesitated a little bit, and that kept him from scoring. Here's Logan O'Hoppe now, 333 average, and he goes down swinging for the second out here in the bottom of the first. And that will bring Mickey Moniak to the plate. 167 average is not good, as he's going to pop this one up into foul territory. And the play will be made to finish off the first inning. The Twins get out of the bottom of the first jam that the Angels presented to them. We go bottom 2 now, and it's Patrick Wisdom. 111 average. He has not been good at all. But he's going to get himself a base hit here to kick off the bottom of the second on the full count. He's one of those guys that if you give him a fastball right down the middle, as long as he times it up, he's going to hit it extremely hard. As here's Rengifo now, chopping this one to short, and it's going to get through. It's back-to-back base hits to lead off the bottom of the second here for the Angels. The bottom of the lineup coming in clutch, and it's Christian Bethancourt getting the start today out in left field. Kind of a surprise decision, as he's going to hit this one to right field. This one might be deep enough for Wisdom to tag. That's exactly what he's going to do. Nolan Jones will get it in, but Wisdom is able to advance to third. It's runners on the corner now with only 1 away, and it's Sean Skinner with a 143 average. He hits this one to the shortstop, and it's going to be an inning-ending double play. You know, Sean Skinner's got the speed. I think if he made Brooks Lee move a little bit more to his right, he might have been able to beat it out. As we go bottom 4 now, Mickey Moniak goes down swinging. It's the second out of the inning. Chris Paddack with his second strikeout. Here's Patrick Wisdom. He's 1 for 1. He's been one of the few bright spots in this game, but he goes down swinging at the slider. It's another strikeout for Chris Paddack as we finish off 4 innings. As we go top 5 now, it's Brooks Lee to the plate, as he's going to get himself a base hit back up the middle with a 2-out base hit here. The 9-hitter coming to the plate for the Twins. It is Jake Fraley. He's not very good against left-handed pitching. Rengifo moves to his right, throws the first, and that will end the top of the 5th. Jordan Montgomery, if his day ends there, had an excellent outing, only allowing the 1 earned run to kick off the game. Only 3 hits allowed. The big thing is our offense needs to help out our pitching here, because if we can't, we're going to lose this series. Here is Luis Rengifo now as he hits this one back up the middle. He's going to get this one. It's a jam single into center to kick off the bottom of the 5th. As here's Christian Bethancourt now. 0-2 count from Paddack as he's going to hit this one on the ground to Brooks Lee. He throws to Ahmed Rosario to first. It's a double play for the Twins. Chris Paddack, his defense helping him out. A 6-4-3 double play. As here's Sean Skinner now in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 count. He's 0 for 1. And he has not been good in the postseason. Somebody that we have out there for his defensive specialty. He hits this one down the line. It's deep to left field. And it's gone. Sean Skinner with a home run. And it ties the game up here in the bottom of the 5th. His first home run of the postseason. That's his 3rd home run as a big leaguer. I have hit 2 of them. 375 feet, 106 off the bat. As Sean Skinner ties the game up. He's trying to play hero here in Anaheim. Of course, our first draft selection of the series. He got a breaking ball pitched from Chris Paddack, and he did not miss it. He crushed it. I kind of had a feeling when I was recording that was coming up, but I recorded this episode like 2 weeks ago, so I couldn't remember. So if I spoiled that a little bit, what was about to happen, I do apologize. As Jimmy Herget on the mound now for the Angels, as Nolan Jones will lead off the 6th with a base hit. What a surprise there as Nolan Jones continues to get base hits. As Amed Rosario is going to hit this one pretty well to right center. Trout moving to his left, and he's there to make the play for the first out. It would be something that Amed Rosario hit a game-winning home run, somebody that we just do not like. As this is going to be a double play to finish off the top of the sixth here. Score remains tied at 1. As here's Bailey Ober now, 3.72 ERA. He pitched in 26 games in the regular season. I don't think he started in any games. This guy's like 6'9". He's a huge human being. As Mike Trout will go down swinging on the slider. It's the first out of the bottom of the sixth, and it's O'Hoppe up now with 2 away. Here's the 2-2 from Ober, and it's another strikeout for Bailey Ober, the giant on the mound with a very good entrance here in the 6th inning. As we go bottom 7 now, Ober still on the mound. As Wisdom will hit this one hard to the second baseman, Amed Rosario. He throws on the first for the second out. Here's Luis Rengifo now, 2 for 2 in that 7th roll here in the lineup as he's going to go down swinging here to end the 7th inning. The Angels and the Twins deadlocked after 7. If the Twins win this series, if the Twins win this, they win the series. The Angels need to win this one to force a Game 5. And that's not how you want to start off the top of the 8th with a walk to JT Realmuto. As here is Brooks Lee to the plate as he goes down swinging at the circle change. It's the first out of the top of the 8th. As here is Jake Fraley now. Somebody that can hit lefties, and in our response to that is we're going to bring in a lefty ourselves. Here's Tanner Scott now to face Jake Fraley. Here's the 0-1, the pitch, as Realmuto takes off, and he is in there safely. The game-leading run is on second now, with only 1 away for the Twins, as Fraley goes down swinging at the slider. Realmuto still in scoring position here as we go to the top of the lineup. It's Nolan Jones, who's 2 for 3. Here's the 2-2, and he goes down swinging at the slider. Tanner Scott gets us out of the top of the 8th as he's able to face the lefties and do what he does best and get strikeouts. As we go to the bottom of the 8th now, only 9 combined hits in this game. The score remains 1-1 as Christian Bethancourt will stay in to face Bailey Ober. And what a embarrassing swing as a strikeout as Sean Skinner comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Of course, has the huge home run in this game as he'll go down swinging at the slider for the second out of the bottom of the 8th. Bailey Ober, he's a strikeout machine. How about Nolan Shanuel leading off as he is going to work on an 0 for 4 day in that leadoff role. Probably not the best role for him. I wanted to give him that spot because I think he's a really good on-base guy. But when I control him, for some reason, I just always struggle. As Amed Rosario is going to hit this one to left field, Bethancourt's there for the first out of the top of the 9th. As it's going to be Royce Lewis now. He's 1 for 3. Tanner Scott, 23rd pitch of his outing. As he picks up the strikeout on Royce Lewis for the second out of the 9th inning. It's his 3rd strikeout on the mound. And here's Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Here's the 2-2 strikeout to finish off the top of the 9th. Tanner Scott dominating in his performance here in Game 4. As we go bottom 9, it's Trout, Bohm, and O'Hoppe due up here in the bottom of the 9th. It's either we win this game right now or we go to extra innings. As here's Bailey Ober still on the mound. As Trout's going to hit this one to left center. It gets down, and it is going to roll all the way to the wall. Fraley's able to get to it in time, but Trout will cruise into second with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 9th. And Alec Bohm, we've talked about it time and time again. He is really good with runners in scoring position, but he has not shown that in this series. Here's the 0-1 upcoming from Bailey Ober. The pitch, and Bohm will hit this one to left center as well. Trout rounding third, and he will score easily as Fraley is stumbling and bumbling. The Angels walk off Game 4 and force a Game 5. We'll head back to Minnesota to figure out who is going to be heading to the ALCS. Alec Bohm has had a rough postseason the entire time, but he comes in clutch here to give us the victory. Of course, Sean Skinner with the home run that tied the game up definitely made an impact there. If he hadn't hit that home run, that right there would have only been a game-tying double by Alec Bohm, and who knows what happens otherwise, as Fraley didn't really have a chance regardless, but it was Rengifo and Bohm each with 2 hits, Sean Skinner with his first home run in his postseason career. Christian Bethancourt, a hitless day. I still don't know what to do as far as left field goes. We have just not been good in left field. Here's Jordan Montgomery, 5 innings, 1 earned. Jimmy Herget and Tanner Scott shut it down. And I was correct. It is the Cleveland Guardians in the ALCS. I didn't spoil anything. I just forgot to show it after Game 3. But we have forced a Game 5. It's going to be John Means on the mound against Joe Ryan. As I'm excited to see, can we win this game and head to Cleveland to play in the ALCS, or will it be a division rival matchup between the Twins and the Guardians? You know, I'm excited. I know this series has kind of taken a long time to get through the postseason, but I'm working on some other stuff at the moment. Don't really have the time to record as much as I would like. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in Minnesota for Game 5 of the ALDS. See ya.